Hello, good morning, good evening, good night. I woke up super fucking late. That's why I look like a bum. I didn't have time to just get ready, but who cares? We're here. Anyways, so I've noticed something recently, and this is mostly in younger people like Gen Z, some millennials, occasionally some older people, but I've noticed it a lot in younger people. It's like this tendency to just zone out. Like when I'm talking to people, I've noticed this with some of my friends, but mostly fast food workers. Like I'll make an order or something, like the person will just be spaced out, and I'll have to repeat myself like 4 times because the person's just in la la land. Or like the other day, I went to Dunkin' Donuts with my client, and I got myself a iced green tea, and for at first they put it as hot, and then I told them no, it's iced, and I was like, okay. So drove up to the window, and then the person asked me again, hot or iced, and I was like, iced. So then eventually he takes my cash. I pay, blah 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 blah. The lady comes with my drink. She gives me a cup of um, lukewarm water with two tea bags in it. And it says on the thing iced. And then she asked me, "Is this okay?" And I just sat there staring at it for like 5 seconds, just like dumbfounded. That like I asked for iced green tea, and then I get lukewarm tap water. um, but that's not even just it. Like I'll be talking to some people, like coworkers, and like the look on their face, it's just like I can't even do it because it's like a zoned out. It's like, kind of like as I'm talking to them, and then it takes them like 5 seconds to zone back into reality and then respond with something like super basic. Like it's not even like they were thinking of something like mad, like some fantastic response that requires like a lot of thinking and requires this brain power to be able to pick apart it and whatnot. It's not like that. It's like zone out and then just basically say yeah. And it's not for like these people not liking me or whatnot, because they have conversations with me plenty. They're initiating the conversations. They're the ones who are talking to me. But it's like there's just this zone out that occurs. And I've just noticed it in people, and it's so weird because like pre-pandemic, I didn't notice that. I mean, maybe it's because I was too young and naive, so I didn't notice it, but I don't even think that's the case. I just genuinely had never seen it before. Like these people genuinely just zoning out, like their eye, like the whole face becomes flush. It's like boom, like they're just gone for however long. It's like, you ever get those moments where you just stare off into the distance, your eyes go blurry because you're not focusing on anything, and then like you're just staring off. Yeah, except that happens like multiple times in the midst of a conversation too. It's like it's like we're not even having a conversation that requires that deep of a thought. So like, where are you going? What dimension is your brain traveling to answer me? Honestly. So I bring all that up just to say, basically, like, make sure you take care of your mind, because especially in today's society and just the current landscape of the world, you really do need to take care of your mental diet, because if you're constantly feeding yourself stimulation, 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 you're ruining the system. It's up there. You're ruining your ability to actually sit down and focus on something. I mean, you can meditate, and that will get rid of some of the bad side effects. But what you need to do is you need to abstain from certain stimulations and feed your brain actual nourishment. So books, real life experiences, talking to people, not the people who zone out. And if you zone out, just try not to zone out more. Try to keep a steady line of focus. Imagine your focus is something tangible. It's something in your mind that can be mended and molded, and you can actually interact with it. If you try to keep that focus streamlined, then your focus will become more streamlined. But if you don't pay any attention to it and you're just allowing the focus to be pulled in all these different directions, then You know, in a sense, you're ruining your one of your one true abilities as a human. Because one of the best abilities we have as a human, or as humans, is our ability to concentrate. Just that streamlined focus, you know, like um, like the Renaissance times when there was this huge like burst, like there was all this new art being created, all these inventors inventing things, all just society was progressing at an unparalleled rate. It was because our ability to sit down and focus on things, you know, like Leonardo da Vinci. I mean, he was he wrote about it in his own journals and diaries, but he basically said that he had problems himself with focusing. But when he did focus, you saw what he created. You saw the Mona Lisa. You see all the inventions that he made. He redesigned like the aqueduct. He made this bridge that requires like no screws or anything, like literally just wood at certain angles to make that bridge. Like it's amazing what focus can do. So yeah, you must take care of your mental diet and make sure that you aren't constantly zoning out. Like it's okay to zone out in a sense, like when you're thinking about something. So you're thinking hard, and then your brain just like you don't pay attention to how your body looks and whatnot. So you kind of zone out. That's okay because you're giving deep thought. But if you're zoning out on the regular, or like if you're just zoning out when people are talking to you, bro, your future looks bleak because eventually people are gonna get tired of you zoning out with them. But also, you're not setting yourself up for any good future because if you have the tendency to zone out at things that either don't interest you or you just zone out for random reasons, then you're kind of fucked in the long term because you know, if you're already having like problems with focus and problems with attention, problems with even memory, you're basically setting yourself up for having Alzheimer's in the future. It's fucked. If you don't take care of your brain, you get Alzheimer's, you get Parkinson's, you get all those, you get dementia, you get all those kinds. So basically, take care of your mental diet. Don't zone the fuck out like these fucking people. And yeah.